Getting down my crazy driveway has my heart in my chest. I can't help but have visions of it tipping over the side and sliding down the bank. There was kind of only one spot that the truck and trailer could make it to, so this needs to be it. Hey, I'm Jane. I'm a single mom, and I'm not letting that hold me back. I bought 5 acres of raw land in the Kootenay Rockies, where I'm building my own home and homestead, planting a food forest, creating art, and living life on my own terms. All of this is so one day, hopefully, my kiddo won't need to struggle the way that I did. Come along with me as I create my very own freedom recipe. Today, we are moving the freaking tiny home. Oh, this is crazy. It has been almost a year since I put my offer in on this land, and the amount of patience it has taken to develop these 5 acres into a place where we could actually live, well, let's just say I have earned that virtue. Patience is virtue. Ha 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 ha. Last week, we moved the cabin in the throne room, and believe it or not, those structures were actually harder to transport because they weren't on their own trailers. The tiny home is on wheels, so that should make the trip way less stressful. We should just be able to just hook up and roll right out of here, right? We planned ahead, and we've cleared everything out of the way to make the mover's job as seamless as possible.
Whoa, whoa, right there, right there.
Caught on it.
I thought it pushed it back.
I think it'll drop in there now. I push the little. Yep.
These things are mobile home blocks that were supporting the legs of the trailer. I'm gonna need them at the new land, so we're packing them up. I'm really, really grateful that my folks are here to help again because moving multiple structures is overwhelming. Dad's been an awesome teammate with the mover Matt again, and Mom is flexing her camera skills today. It's funny because they thought they were just coming out west for a vacation. They thought maybe a couple days of moving and everything would be good to go. It's kind of like in high school where I would say that I told a couple friends to come over and then hundreds would show up. Thanks for loving me through all the wild years, guys. And we're moving. The tires are a little flat after not using them for 4 years, so I'm kind of like, let's zip down the road and get this moved now.
God, he makes it look so easy.
Yeah. Without hitting any trees, please. It wouldn't be the first time that the tiny home was backed into a tree. Luckily, there's a huge flat area of this yard to do a 3-point turn-in with a 50-foot long truck and trailer.
You are a master of your trade. Now you see it, now you don't.
I didn't think I'd have to move the tiny home again, so it wasn't exactly placed with that in mind. Thank goodness this guy has all the confidence and experience to back it up. The trees are barely wider than a car in this driveway, and I forgot that the tiny home is at max regulation width. I got a little lazy though, and I didn't think it was necessary to remove the chimney stack. Well, if you listen closely, yep, that is what you think it is. Oops, who knew a small tree branch could take it out? Matt the mover actually scaled the tree before I even got back with a ladder. This is one of those moments when you thank your lucky stars that you happened to hire the right person.
We got her. We got her.
Moving the structures over to the new land has needed a cow person, someone who takes on big challenges as much as I do. And Matt did not hesitate. With the stovepipe down, we're on the road. Woo! Slowly but surely. If you've been here a while, you might know that I always say it'll be fine because it all seems to work out in some way, shape, or form, eventually. It's not every day you see a tiny home on the road or gliding through a forest. Matt said he saw a couple people on the side of the road with their jaws dropped taking photos. Getting down my crazy driveway has my heart in my chest. I can't help but have visions of it tipping over the side and sliding down the bank. It seems like yesterday that this place was a really dense forest, and it is wild what humans can do. The ground is still pretty soft from disturbing it over the last few months, so I want to get this home here before the rain comes and makes everything a sticky mud pit. I actually don't think I would be able to move the tiny home during the rainy season, and I definitely can't during winter, so it is now or never. My grin as the tiny home comes smoothly onto the land. This is wow. The feeling of safety and security that I have here is like nothing I've ever felt before. I have my own home on my own land, and nobody can tell me I have to move. Wow. It's gonna take some time to let all of this sink in. Now we need to position the tiny home, and I'm wishing I had some type of designer making this call. I just have my really rough, not to scale drawings made when I was dreaming of this moment. But in the end, there was kind of only one spot that the truck and trailer could make it to, so this needs to be it. Mover Matt leveled the tiny home, blocked it up, and my parents even put the skirting back on. This is it. This is its forever home. This is one of those moments where it doesn't feel real and it feels like somebody else's life. We gotta get everything that's over here either in a free pile, a giveaway pile, or it's coming with us. None of this can stay here. So here we go. Even though the tiny home has been moved, I still need to load up everything from the garage at my old property and bring it over here. It feels good to purge material things. The more space I have, the more stuff I'll fill it up with, especially with a kid. Having multiple hands for this task is amazing, but while I'm the type of person who likes to throw things in a donate bin to just make some open space, my mom likes to find a purpose for most things. She's a fan of stuff. Great color. Do you like it? Yeah, all right. So we keep things like this helmet that will probably never be worn. I'll just do another purge in a few years. Of course, there were some things that I wasn't sure I could part with either. I really love this easel, but there's no room for it. But it's hard when you live in a tiny home with very limited storage. I'm an artist, but I haven't had much time to make art since becoming a mom, and then a single mom who's building a home. I do design tattoos, which I love, but painting has gone by the wayside. I really did trade my paintbrush for a hammer. I really do need to bring art back into my life, and I really hope that this new life that I'm building will help me bring in creativity again. It's really hard to do this when people are sentimentally attached to things. What? 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 The Stanley thing?
Thermos.
It's dirty inside, and it's like impossible to clean it. Not only are we keeping functional stuff we don't use, but did the thermos get kept? Yeah, you betcha. Mom, you can't keep talking us into everything. Like, that literally knew you were gonna be the worst person for the job.
Oh my God.
It feels like we've been working all day and barely making a dent, but this place has to get cleaned out by tomorrow morning so we can be completely moved onto the new land. My parents being here has helped so significantly. It's like they turned up just when I had lost steam and enthusiasm. Having people in your corner who have faith in you and who are determined to get the job done is so incredibly lucky. I honestly feel so blessed to have my family. Finally, we're all cleared out. This is a big relief. And I've put a ton of stuff out for people to pick up. This is one of the best unofficial community projects in the Kootenays. Free piles. I only ever put out functional things that aren't broken. I like to help out other parents who might be having a hard time, like I've experienced time and time again. I came back and checked this spot a few days later and it was all gone, which puts a huge smile on my face. Everything's packed into the U-Haul and I'm officially ready to move on to my own homestead. I definitely ran out of money on this development journey. The bills for things like excavators, piping, movers, and so on just piled up so fast. So I didn't make my goal of getting here without debt. Remember way back when I said, maybe we'll come back and watch this video a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and laugh at how naive I was? Well, I thought logging would pay for everything, but some things were triple the price I thought they'd be. I know this is a privilege, so understand that I am incredibly aware and grateful, but my parents are able to give me a small loan to cover the outstanding costs. One of the things I love about my family is that we always help each other out when we can. We didn't come for money, and no, we are not rich. My parents are hardworking, and one of their values was that one parent would stay home with us and one would work. My dad was a roofer for the most part for my younger years, and the bank account was very tight. There were days when I would come home from school and the electricity would be off. So I started pitching in for bills when I was a very little kid. I never complained about it, and for decades I didn't tell anybody, not even my siblings, because I know that we needed it. When I was 12, my dad got into the fire department, and that slowly helped our family get to a space where we could actually breathe. But my dad still worked 2 full-time jobs all through my high school years, and I continued to help with bills whenever needed. I've always been really stressed about money because I know what it's like to not know if the basics are going to be available. I'm hoping this new land will bring peace of mind and stability because my nervous system has been in fight or flight for almost 4 decades. My parents helping today is also helping my kiddo for their future. Of course, I want them to go out and see the world, but if my kid decides to settle back home in the Kootenays, I want them to know that they will always have a home. I hope that that inner knowing will give them the courage to go out, take risks, do what they really want, because they will always have a safe home to come back to, no matter what. I've now been living here for over 3 months, and my internal nervous system is really getting out of fight or flight. As the fall and winter roll in, I'm gonna sit here with a cup of warm tea and enjoy my view. I've been able to watch the sunrise and the moon rise. The night sky here is stunning, and there's even an owl that lives in the forest beside me. And sometimes at night, if I'm quiet, I can hear a like, whoo, whoo. So cool. If I wasn't so afraid of predators, I would just lay on this ground and stare up at the sky for hours. An electric fence is on the spring to-do list. Until then, my couch and a picture window serves me just fine. Next week, I'm showing you the electrical shed build, which is needed for the hydro company to hook up our service. And of course, I can't just have an ordinary electrical shed. See you next week as I continue building my seemingly impossible dream. And no matter what you do in life, remember to pour love into it.